If you're an immigrant in Canada who wants to apply for permanent residence through Canadian Experience, it's important to prepare these 9 documents that you should think of ahead of time. In this video, I'll give you the documents along with what they should contain. It's actually the process our immigration lawyers follow when working with clients. So if you need help, the link will be in the description below this video. If you don't know me, my name is Max Medic. I'm here to empower you in your immigration journey. I do it through delivering information from the source, by interviewing various decision makers, and providing support through our immigration lawyers and AI tools. If you think you'll benefit from this, make sure to subscribe. But for the next step, if you're interested in PR in Canada, I have a special invitation for you. No immigrant is safe from the shifting tides of Canadian immigration. With rising CRS score, reduced provincial nominee spots, and shrinking PR targets, your path to permanent residency is at risk. The rules are changing fast, so how do you get ready? I'd like to invite you to join me at the Changing Immigration Order conference in Toronto this fall. Canada's top immigration lawyers, HR specialists, and experts will give you the knowledge and strategies to navigate these turbulent times and keep your legal status in Canada. The early bird tickets are limited. Register now and share with a friend who would benefit from this conference. For the Canadian Experience class CSC under Express Entry, you may need to provide the following documents. Number 1, proof of work experience. Example, a reference letter from employer. This letter needs to confirm your name, the company where you worked, your job title, start date, end date, the state whether you worked full-time, part-time, the average of hours you did per week, the applicant's name, duties, and also it should talk about your salary, how much money you made, with additional benefits such as pension and other plans. Supporting documents include pay stubs, T4 slips, employment contract. If you got paid in cash in some countries, that's the common practice, make sure you bring your deposit certificates. And also get your employer to support that. Number 2, proof of language proficiency. Examples include IELTS test results that should state what you scored in listening, reading, writing, speaking. Make sure your overall is at least 6 with each section no less than 6. I personally know somebody who had issues with it despite being invited to apply for PR through the province of Nova Scotia. So even with the PNP certificate, your language is very important. Number 3, identity and civil status documents. Example, passport. Make sure you have all pages scanned with stamps. Scanned copy of the passport showing photo page and pages with stamps for travel. Birth certificate, which should contain your name, your date of birth, place of birth, parents' names, and so on. Number 4, education credentials. Example, Canadian diploma certificate. The diploma would be awarded by a certain institution on a certain date and state the program that you studied. Also, educational credential assessment like ECA issued by a specific body or organization on a specific date that confirms your degree from abroad. That's equivalent to a Canadian degree. Number 5, proof of funds. For example, bank statements, account holder and your name, how much money you have. All of these points of data are important to IRCC to confirm your claims of having a certain amount of money. Bank letter. This letter is to confirm that an applicant holds an account with a certain bank. The account balance should state how much you have at what point in time. And then just talk about the bank itself with the bank representative. Number 6, police clearance certificate. Example, police clearance from a specific country. To confirm that this applicant doesn't have any criminal records, ideally. Or if you do, an explanation as to what happened. But this is a more complicated matter. Another thing is, listen to me, if you do not want to travel back home for any of the reasons that you may have, make sure to collect your police clearance before you leave the home country. Because if you do not re-enter the country again, you will use the old police certificate. You don't need to get a new one. But if you travel back and forth, it makes the old certificate invalid and then you need to get a fresh one. Number 7, medical exam confirmation. This would be your e-medical information sheet that talks about you as the applicant, gives the UMI number, your unique medical identifier, the date, and the doctor that issued this medical exam. Number 8, digital photos. For example, passport style digital photo, that's usually 35 by 45 millimeters. I would just recommend that you go professional with it and hire a photographer or go to Canada Post to do it for you. Number 9, Canadian work permits. You may have held a postgraduate work permit. Make sure to attach a copy. Obviously, this document is very standardized, but it should contain the document number, the validity date, and maybe your employer in some cases if it's a closed work permit. Make sure that these documents show that you maintained legal status all throughout your stay in Canada. I hope you found value in this video. Now, if you'd like to learn from top experts to prepare yourself for what's to come next year, I invite you to Changing Immigration Order. Our team prepared a lot of valuable insights and resources for you. To get tickets, click on the link in the description. Also, if you'd like to see a tutorial on CEC application, watch this video next.